Big Boy Neighborhood, Busta Rhymes is back at home, ladies and gentlemen,
indeed.
in the neighborhood, man. Now, we were just talking about Conglomerate Entertainment.
Conglomerate, we in the building. We here.
Hello. You know what I love about this, though, Bus? It's like, you know how cats back in the day, and no disrespect to any labels out there, but at one point it was like, man, I got to be on Def Jam. I got to be on such and such. And now cats are kind of like, no, I don't need to be on that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, and especially, Bus, you're in a position where everybody going to take your phone call. You know what I'm saying? And even with us in the neighborhood, man, our door not open. Our door is off the hinges. You know what I'm saying? Like, that door don't close for you.
No
so
doubt.
at any time when you think, you know what, man, I got to grab my own destiny. Like, Busta Rhymes is a brand.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And you could take that brand anywhere, as you've seen.
Right, absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So doing your own thing, making sure that you know what I'm saying, your blood, sweat, and tears, because it's got to be hard to record an album and hand it to the next man and say, okay, I did my job, you do yours now.
That's pretty much what the situation was.
Yeah.
So for me, I mean, it's always been that though. Like from the time that I've left Leaders of the New, even when we was Leaders of the New School, you know, we was our own, you know, bosses and our own CEOs of our own corporations. Then I went solo, and you know, it's always been Busta Rhymes and then Flip Mode, and then, you know. But then when I got with Dre, you know what I'm saying, for me that was a personal transition because I wanted to experience, you know, doing a body of work with somebody that I was such a fan of.
Right.
And I wanted to learn from them. And I wanted to also be able to just see what the result of that kind of collaboration and chemistry was going to manifest itself to be. There wasn't a time that Dre put an album out that he ain't create a boom bap slap in them beats that I ain't want to spit on.
Yeah.
There's been plenty of times where I done looped up a Dre beat, wrote the verse to the beat, and put it on somebody else's record and bust their ass because they beat didn't inspire me the way Dre beat did. But I knew that vibe was good enough for me to want to get on it because I was rhyming with peers that I wanted to show the world I could wear their ass out with this lyrical thing that we do. So, you know, that's just a thing that I do. I rhyme on records that inspire the verse, even though the verse might go on another beat because I can't have a beat that I wrote it to. But I'm going to use the energy that's inspiring me from it. Long story short, though, we just getting back to what we've been doing. And that was the point that I'm trying to make. We've been, you know, seeing our own destiny through. And it's just comfortable to be back behind the steering wheel and in the driver's seat. And that's just where it's at, man. And at this stage in my career, I just want to really enjoy everything about it, whether it's the positive, the negative, and be able to, you know, live and die in my own iniquity comfortably saying, you know what, if it didn't go this way, at least I ain't got nobody to blame.
But let me tell you one thing also, Bus, even just seeing you at the BET Awards, like, and E40 said this to me about himself at the same time. He said, I'm a veteran, something at the same time. But it describes what you are also, because you one of them cats, man. When we look at Busta Rhymes, we know when you get in the booth, it's going to be murder. You know what I'm saying? We know when you get on stage, it's like, and I told you, we seen people that came to us at shows and been like, you know, can you move me around so I don't come on after Busta Rhymes? This is real talk.
Tell you going to have to start calling names now.
And I've been telling you this for years, though.
Yeah, yes, you have. But after all these years, though, I ain't never pressed you to start calling some names.
No, we've had, and talk to E-Man about it.
All right, me and E-Man going to get into this, but me and you going to talk. You going to tell me who told you that.
And it's not once. You know what I'm saying? Where people are like, hey, what's the lineup? Like, yeah, Busta. Oh, no.
Oh, I like this talk. I mean, I ain't going to lie. You've been telling me this
for
years.
E40 said I'm a veteran and I'm relevant at the same time.
But you
and
can't.
That's what I caught. That's what I catch from you.
You can't put a timeline on greatness, bro.
That's real.
You can't put a timeline on greatness.
That's real.
And I'm going to be honest with you. The A-list alumni of MCs that run or dictate or set the standard of what and how the game moves and functions creatively as well as on an executive level, these are the dudes that got the 10-year and better legacies. You know what I'm saying? With all due respect, because I'm a super fan of a lot of the newness that's going on. And actually, sometimes that's where the inspiration is drawn from.
Right.
Like, I'm a super Kendrick fan.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? And you know, I ain't really got too much to say about too many other names because he's not that I'm not a fan of a lot of other artists that's new, but Kendrick is one of the only new artists that reminds me of the time frame when they was giving artists XXL and 5 mic album ratings.
Yeah.
We ain't got that. I don't know how many new artists. I don't think there's any new artists in the last 10 to 15 years, because we in 2014 now. So it's really like since the 90s, I don't know any new artist that got a 5 mic rating.
Right.
Not one. So that just goes to show you how much times have changed as far as just the mentality of what the artists might feel they need to contribute and the time that they need to spend putting into their work.
Timberland, best then, better now. Available at Robert Wayne Footwear.